Switch gears and talk retirement. And if you are retiring soon, you're probably starting to think about, how you're going to support yourself. And we have just the guy to answer all your questions. I'm really excited to welcome back Dave Mortach, who is president of Mortach Financial. It's so great to have you in studio.
We're ready to go.
And so I saw an article on NASDAQ,
yes,
and it totally reminded me of you. It was titled, "A Different Kind of Diversification Pays Off for Retirees." Few questions for you today.
Let's go.
All right. So one of the things that it started off with, it mentioned as we approach retirement that we shouldn't be focused heavily on savings. That we should look at things like reliable income sources.
Okay, so I'm going to have fun right out of the gates, Holly. Do you live off your savings right now, or do you live off your income?
My income. Like check to check.
Well, that's what all of us do, right? Okay, so
transparency.
That's important on TV, right?
Yeah.
So this is important, though. When people get to retirement, they somehow think we live off our savings. I've been doing this 19 years. I still can't figure that out. Now, there are some dopey commercials on TV that talk about you have to hit a number to retire. You don't live off of a number now. You live off of your income. Like you said, if it's paycheck to paycheck. So I've been saying for years that you're going to have an annuity to retire because you need more income besides just Social Security. So
should retirees be looking at safer assets in
Absolutely.
your opinion?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
And what do you mean by that?
Okay, so the fixed index annuities that we do are safe with solid growth. You can have income or use them as a retirement savings vehicle, and there's no probate. But let's go back. There's nothing worse. I call it the double negative.
Okay.
There's nothing worse in retirement than losing money and taking out money at the same time. That starts what I call as a death spiral, and as soon as you get into these fixed index annuities that we do, that can't happen.
Okay. I think a lot of times, and I don't know if you feel like this, but we default to things like CDs and savings accounts because those are really safe.
They are.
Okay, so they are. You agree with that?
They are safe, except right now, and it's not the bank's fault, but right now they're just not making you very much. So I'd rather have safe and get better gains with the fixed indexed annuities because they're based on an index in the market, but you're still safe. So you've got my famous saying, when the market goes up, you share in the gains. When the market goes down, you break even. There are no losses with fixed indexed annuities.
Look at your quote. You're a big deal.
Look at that. I know that saying because I've said it before. I think 1 billion times, give or take. I know that one.
Right. No, so you really do.
It's even better if I read that off the prompter. See, this is good.
No, but you really do practice what you preach.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're the real deal.
My wife and I are in these annuities. We're in these exact same products that I do with our clients. Absolutely.
Are these annuities loaded with high fees?
This is my favorite question. This has got to go away.
Okay.
75% of the products that I do have no fees, and a few of them have a very tiny fee. Now, there are a different kind of an annuity that I won't go over that has high fees. I don't do them. So no fees or low fees, it's actually the opposite. So when you go safety and no fees, you just can't have losses with these. It's crucial.
Yeah. Okay. The other thing, lifetime income options or payments for life. We hear a lot about this.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about those features?
This is the most important part of doing an annuity. 3 sayings. Here we go. And I don't even have to read them off the prompter. This is cool. No. So here we go. Some people say guaranteed lifetime payments. Some say income you can't outlive. And I call them a personal pension. Pensions are going away, unfortunately. In the 70s, 55% of us had a pension. It's down to less than 10% for us. So how do you create a pension? We now have to take one extra step. You bring your 401k into us, and we turn it into a personal pension to replace the work pension. So, and I do products where the payments grow. That's another thing that I talk about with my clients. Inflation is the silent killer in retirement. So I do all annuities where the payments grow to help fight off inflation.
Right. I mean, we're all unique in what we do, and so is there any really one formula to retirement in your opinion?
No, that's the whole point. That's why when people come in, I tell them right out of the gates, I'm going to ask you 1 million questions. There's husband and wife, there's single people, there's do I want to leave a legacy to my kids, or no, I'm tight and I want income for myself. There's so many questions I ask when people walk in the door, and it is a complimentary consultation, or you and I love Triv, and Triv likes to call that free.
Triv, yeah.
So he says the West Side says complimentary consultation. He's an East Sider, so he says it's free. So it doesn't cost anything to sit down with us and do a complete review, get your money safe, set up income and safe savings, again, the word safe, And then no probate's critical. I always say, Holly, I don't criticize anybody that works at probate court. I'll never do it. But probate court's a mess.
Well, and I have to just toot your horn a little bit here because we're still in the Codes for Kids campaign.
Yes.
But all the wonderful things this man does in the name of good.
Oh, it's such a blessing.
You really are.
Trivs is the leader on all of that, and you know that. But, I mean, we raised almost $500,000 2 months ago for Coats for Kids, and Debbie from Coats for Kids said that that's going to be in the range of about 30,000 coats that we did.
Wow.
Now, that's Triv as the leader. I'm a helper.
Well, you're a big helper. You were a very happy elf.
Well, and that's the blessing of getting to do what we do.
And you are a blessing, and we're so thankful that you're on the show today. And as a bonus to all of you, this is how great he is. Dave has an exclusive offer. If you call in the next 30 minutes to schedule a complimentary appointment with Dave, you'll receive a free copy of one of his favorite books. Don't worry, Retire Happy. That title alone, right? It's right there on your screen. By Tom Hegna, with contributions from Dave himself. And you can call us right now, 877-GAINS-4 you. And you also don't want to miss this offer. Call in the next 30 minutes to schedule your complimentary appointment and get your own free copy of Don't Worry, Retire Happy by Tom Hegna, with contributions from Dave. So again, that number is 877-GAINS-4U. And if you'd like more information on how Dave can help you with your retirement needs, because he really can, give him a call. Same phone number, 877-GAINS-4U. Or you can also head to the website, mortachfinancial.com. You are really one in a million. No pun intended.
Well, yeah, or we'll help people try to make a million. That's even better. And then you're not paycheck to paycheck.
Yes, it's so good to see you.
It's a blessing to be here. Thank you.
Grateful, and to have the happiest Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving to all of our viewers.
Yes, yes. And after the break, we're going to show you how to look younger with Plexiderm Skincare. And then we have a preview of Jim Brickman's Christmas concert. He's in town. This is such a huge tradition. We'll be right back.
This segment of Live on Lakeside was sponsored by Mortach Financial.